the label and I want the executives dancing in the videos, all on the records. Take that, come to Dundee, that record.
This face belongs on the tissue.
Hey, what's good, y'all? Welcome to my podcast, my new podcast. It's called One-on-One with BIGG Rick, where I'm going to be going live, having meetings with people, having interviews with people, turning up a little bit, you know, letting y'all into my life and how I do it. I just wanted to join the podcast because everybody doing podcasts. So I'm like, I might as well join the podcast. For the people who don't know me, my name is BIGG Rick. I was born in Chicago, raised in Milwaukee. I reside in California. I once was an artist. I was an artist at one point. I got 3 albums on iTunes. I got numerous of videos. I was a music manager. I did some of everything. I was a club promoter. You know, I was just big in the music industry. So for everybody who don't know me, that's who I am. Y'all can look me up. Y'all can Google me, but I'm coming at y'all with a podcast now. One-on-One with BIGG Rick, you know, so that's where I'm at right now with it. Had to join the podcast gang. So this is my first episode, but it's going to get bigger and bigger. As y'all know, it's going to get bigger and bigger. And we're going to try to see where we can go with the podcast. One-on-One with BIGG Rick. So if you want to get interviewed, DM me. You want to come on here, DM me. You know, on Instagram, I'm _ the manager. I'm going to have all that up here coming soon. Facebook, y'all know it's Ricardo Ferguson, the government name. And just search me up. You can Google me and find me practically everywhere, you know. But this is our first episode, and we kicking this episode off with a Beast Gang contestant. She was on the Beast Games and competed for money, prizes. You know, it's on Amazon Prime. But I'm going to bring her in so she can introduce herself and let y'all know who she is. Let's go.
Hi, it's Kia626 in Beast Games. I'm 22, and that's pretty much it.
This is my daughter. She's my first guest. It's an honor for her to be the first guest, you know, breaking the concrete. She goofy like me. But so how you been?
I've been good. I just been relaxing, chilling, just doing whatever.
Taking it easy. Yeah, yeah. So we gonna talk to you today about the Beast Games. A lot of people don't know who he is. I tell people you competed in the games. A lot of people don't even know who he is. So I gotta tell them to look him up. I'm like, this dude worth 500 M's. I'm like, you know, I tell them, I'm like, your kids know who he is. I'm like, got candy bars, burgers, all type of stuff. So I want to get into a Q&A with you about going on Beast Games. You know, it's a lot of pressure, the money on the line.
Yeah.
Okay, my first question is, I got my notes. You know, my first question is, what was your reaction when you found out you was going to be a part of the Beast Games?
Man, when I got chosen, I was like, me? Like out of probably 1 million people who applied. So I was happy. So I went to go tell my dad, my mom, my brother that I was in the games. I might be going for like a month or 2. I don't know yet, but I was ecstatic. I was ecstatic for real.
So how did the process, tell us how the process went of you getting involved? I mean, getting picked. How was the process? Because I know it's a lot of people that when he probably gonna come back with another one, they're gonna want to know what all you had to do or what was the process of getting picked up.
So I believe that I was one of the last few people to like get chosen because I seen the advertisement late. I was on Instagram and I seen an ad saying Beast Games. I was like, this is a Beast Game casting page. I don't know if it's 100% real. I applied. I'm like, okay, let's see. But then I realized, I'm like, wait, I never checked if the page was real. Does MrBeast follow him? And I was like, okay, he followed him. So it's real. It's real. So then I sent my application in. You got to send make a little 1-minute video. send a full body picture, like a headshot or whatever. Not like a professional headshot, just any type of picture that's like shoulders up. And yeah.
Her mic went out. Give us. Your mic went out. Give the mic went out. Say something. Let's see if it's back
Can you hear
on.
me?
Yeah, but it's going in and out. You probably got to make sure the phone set right or something.
It is. I'm not covering nothing.
Okay, it's right. I hear you now. I don't know what happened with that. Probably a technical glitch. You the first guest that got the first technical glitch.
Yep. I don't know
But
what
go ahead and
happened.
repeat what you were saying about how you was how you got involved. What was the process?
So basically, they was just like, they called me. They was like, how are you? Like, are you a good swimmer? Are you able to lift? I'm like, I'm not the best swimmer, but I told them I was a good swimmer. I'm not gonna lie. I could swim, but I probably can't swim no mile. I'm not gonna be able to do that. So I just answered the questions. Then I got an email saying I advanced to the next step. Next thing you know, I got an email saying I was chosen. So I was like, oh, okay, me? I get to compete out of all these people, me? But yeah, it was pretty much, it was easy. It wasn't that long either.
So was you nervous when you like, because they ain't really tell you like the challenges or what you was gonna be facing. So when you first, because I know you like used to watching this stuff and trying to have me watch it with you, and I'd always be busy. But I know you watched the stuff, so I done watched a couple episodes with you, like when they was in the hole, they had to survive down in that bunker. So I
Yeah.
watched episodes with you. So how was you nervous?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I was a little nervous because I'm like, I'd never really been on TV, yet alone even YouTube. So I was like, I don't know none of these people. I don't know how they gonna be, how they gonna act. I'm traveling to different states. I was just like, okay, let's see what's going on. I was a little nervous, but in the end, it was fun. So
And that was kind of like the first time you traveling by yourself.
yeah,
So how was it getting on the airplane? Was you? I done took y'all on the airplane, but how was the airplane ride being solo?
it was fun. It was just another airplane ride. I didn't mind it. I was just chilling.
Okay. Did they pay for the airlines and how did all that come about?
Everything was paid for. I didn't have to come out of pocket unless I wanted to buy food, but they provided food. But if I wanted to buy something else, that was on me. But they paid for the airlines. They gave us vouchers at the hotels. Like we was set. We was set.
Okay, so beach games. Like, could you tell everybody what challenges you was in? What all the challenges you was in and walk us through like the challenges you was in.
There's so many. Honestly, it's all a blur because everything just seemed so surreal. Like I didn't. It just didn't seem like I was really there, but I was there. So first challenge I had was pulling like a 20,000 pound or 50,000 pound boulder. That challenge was the first one, and I had like how many people? It was like 500 people. So in the line, we all had to pull. We was almost gone. Like we was almost gone. And then like further into the season on Amazon Prime side, there was the ball drop. There was trying to find these golden tickets to go out the country to Panama. There was this red box game with my friends. I was not expecting to be paired up with my friends, and one of them had to go. Obviously, I didn't go though, but like I was just not expecting that. I was just that one was real hard for me. That was one of the hardest ones for me. And then the one where I got eliminated. So that one hurt too. That hurt a little bit too. There's a
Okay.
lot.
So all them was all the challenges basically. Was it any amount of money that you could have left? Was it any like regrets that you had along the way? while you participating in these events? Like, I know he give away money if you leave early, or he give away money just for challenges. Was it any amount of money that you could have took that you regret?
I don't necessarily regret it. Sometimes I think back on it and be like, dang, should I have taken it? But I'm happy I didn't because I was there for the long run more. But the most money that I could have walked away with without getting further into the game was $100,000.
Whoa, 100 racks?
To be fair though, I had went to the bathroom. I missed it anyway, but I could have walked away with $100,000.
Wow. You could have
Mm-hmm.
gave pop. You could have gave your pop some of that.
Next time, season 2. Let me stop. I'm not even.
No, you can't say that because now people gonna try to eliminate you once they see this.
No, I'm
episode
kidding.
of the
I'm not even.
podcast.
I'm not even. They ain't choose me yet.
Being on the set, like, I know y'all gotta like form groups or get your allies. I done watch this stuff. I'm quite sure some of the people who see this podcast, they gonna been in like they watch some of it. So did you meet any cool people? Like, did you meet any like did you have a special friend? How was that about? Like,
I met a lot of cool people. There was people from the Vegas shoot because we was in Vegas the first episode, which is on YouTube. I met so many cool people there. And then going further into the show, I met people that I still have could like talk to. And yeah, and one of them actually chose me to help me go to the island, which was Panama. So I'm forever grateful for her because I want to experience Panama. Panama's a beautiful country. So without her, I wouldn't have been here. I wouldn't have been able to see the island.
so you went to Panama, all that was paid for, everything was paid for.
Yep. Flight was paid for.
Wow.
Food was paid for. Food was good. I would go back. Food was real good.
Wow. All right, I'm gonna get into a little small clip of this. So some of the people I pulled up a clip, so I'm gonna get into the small part of the clip, let them see a little bit of it, see how it's ran, and this is a part of the clip. Y'all can watch this on Amazon Prime and YouTube. The first 2 episodes is on YouTube, right?
Yeah, I think
And
first
then
2 or 3. I can't remember.
Beast Games, just search up Beast Games. But here's part of the episode. I mean, part of like a commercial of it. Here y'all go.
We will continue to open trapdoors on random platforms until 12 of you have been eliminated. All right, we have our first elimination, 976.
I love you, Daphne.
The next door could be any one of you. Let's get a good shot of this one for no particular reason.
No.
Open the 5th door.
So y'all can catch them episodes on Amazon. We don't want to give y'all too much, so y'all ain't gonna go watch it. So y'all can catch them on Amazon Prime and some on YouTube. Okay, so MrBeast, his name is Jimmy.
Mm-hmm.
Was he different on set than he be in his videos? Was he the same guy? Was he funny? Was he cool? Like, did you get to meet him? Did you get to talk to him? A lot of people might want to know that.
Yeah. To me, I think Jimmy acted the exact same. He's still cool, very chill. Like, he was a real cool guy. Like, he actually tried to interact with people. He wasn't just there for the filming and then he left right away. Like, he was there to talk and interact with everybody, to see how everybody's feeling, to get like more inside scoop, to see what's going on behind the scenes that when he's not there. So yeah, Jimmy's pretty cool. And like, everybody be like, oh my God, celebrities are like very, they have egos. Jimmy doesn't seem like that type.
Okay, so yeah, because you hear a lot of, you gotta, I always taught you gotta learn people for yourself. You can't go off what people say. You gotta learn people for yourself. Because if you got enemies, you got an enemy, they could tell somebody something bad about you just because you into it with them, or you gotta learn for themselves. Okay, out of all the competitions, all the challenges, not competitions, because everything was a competition. Out of all of the challenges, which one are you most proud of that you did?
That's a good question. Honestly, a lot of them. I'm most proud of when I was in Vegas for like, I think that's on YouTube, where I had to memorize the patterns shown on the screen, and they showed briefcases that were safe and not safe. And I had to choose my briefcase that was safe. So I remembered only one side of the room. I didn't remember the other side, 'cause I'm like, I'm on this side already, so I'm gonna just remember just this side. I went for my briefcase, it was gone. Somebody ran faster than me. People ran in front of me. I'm like, dang, okay. Well, I remember this one being green too. Let me run. Oh, no, somebody got that one too. So I had to run to the complete opposite side that I didn't pay attention to and pick a case. And I'm asking people around me who's obviously seeing which ones are safe. I'm like, hey, do you know if this case is safe? Because, I was on the other side. I just want to make sure I'm safe. And I have to trust a random man. He's like, yeah, it's safe, it's safe. Like, this man could have been getting me out. Like, people are trying to get you eliminated. They want you gone. So
They
I'm
want
just like,
you out of there.
yeah, but he was being honest, but he was scaring me because he was like, it's safe, I think. I'm like, I'm already on the case. You can't say I think. I'm already there.
I would have told your ass it was safe myself just to get you out of there. Like, what people don't realize is this: you don't know these people. Like, if I would have went, I wouldn't. I would have probably been gone because 100,000, I'm out of there. I'm gone.
This
But
is before the bride.
you went for the experience. You went just to experience, and you watched.
Yeah.
You watched MrBeast on TV, so that had to be a good experience for you that you actually watched this guy and you actually got chosen to go play in his game. So that's kind of crazy. Now, what was the hardest challenge for you? Like that you thought you was out of there, that you thought I'm gone. When they
Every
described the game, what was the hardest challenge where you was like, I'm out of here?
every challenge was hard, and I thought I was going. Like, every challenge to me, I feel like I was just lucky because we had a false red light for the ball drop where we had to catch balls without dropping any of them. So we thought we was going. That was like shocking. I was like, okay, wait, I'm safe though. They reviewed the footage and we were safe. But the hardest challenge for me was the red box. So we just had a fun day the day before. It's like, okay, we're gonna do what is potato sack race. Pair up with your friends or whoever you want to pair up with so you guys can win. Possibility like of the secret suite. Like, nobody's seen what was in the suite. You get to sleep in there, 3 beds. You don't have to sleep around 50 other people. So I mean, I never did a potato sack race. So I'm like, okay, let me try. I'm not too good. So the people who won, they got to get the suite and they didn't have to worry about the next challenge. We lost. And then the next challenge, he's like, you know what? The people you chose to do the potato sack race with, yeah, you got to go in the box with them and see which one leaves and which one stays. I was like, you can't do that. He shocked us because we thought we was all safe. We didn't know that we was going to have to pair up with our friend.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that one we had to see, like, play games, or if we didn't want to play games, we could have just all went home, but we all had to agree on somebody going home. That
Wow.
was hard.
And then was so he really like kind of like, did he kind of like trick y'all to say,
Yeah.
I
thought we was just gonna, like, the potato sack race was just for fun, but turns out there was an ulterior motive, and we was all finna have to be in a 5-hour situation in a box, a white room.
Wow. When we be watching that, I like Jimmy. I like MrBeast. I like him because he throw curveballs
Yeah,
in some of these episodes where you never may know you finna probably eliminate your best friend.
exactly.
I saw so many tears. I saw like people, like, it's just weird, but I like when he do stuff like that. And like, how was the camera setting? So it was cameras following y'all everywhere. So it was like thousands of cameras on each challenge.
There was cameras everywhere just in case, like, somebody tried to lie and say they didn't do something. You can't lie. You're not going to be able to lie and say that you didn't step out the box. You didn't knock over your blocks. Like, you can't lie about none of that. There's cameras everywhere. And then we had little GoPros and stuff so that they can get like see what we've been doing throughout the day. So that was cool too. It was a lot.
Wow. That's kind of crazy. What kind of food did they serve y'all throughout the whole process? Go from like Vegas to you ain't even getting to like Toronto. Like,
yeah.
Tell them about Toronto.
So Toronto, we had a well, the first few episodes we were in hotels because we had to get down to 500 so we can go into the city. So the first few episodes we had the hotel, they gave us vouchers. Obviously, the hotels got food. We could DoorDash stuff if we needed to or whatever. But yeah, they have food that we can have. And then once we got into the city, they provided food. I came back home like dang near 10 pounds heavier. Dang
And
near.
you already little.
They was feeding us. I promise you, there was breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, water, juice, soda, all of that.
So did you eat, what kind of food did you eat? The Panama food? The Panama? Where was you at?
Oh, in
I ain't saying it
Panama.
right. Yeah. What kind did you eat their food? Did you go with their traditional food, or was you eating like American food over there?
So for Panama, since I chose not to compete for an island, I got to stay in a luxury retreat resort. We had our little cabins. The cabins were nice. And we had traditional food. The food was great. Honestly, I want to go back because the food was that good. They had some nice fish, some nice pancake. Like it was just traditional, fresh, not processed like American food. It was good. It was good.
Yeah, because you bought back some was it ketchup chips you bought back?
That was from Canada, yeah.
Wow. Did people try to talk about Drake while you was there?
Nah, not really. Everybody's just focused on the game. They put them in that 5 million.
Anytime Toronto come up in anything, they go at, Drake name gonna pop up. That's his country, man. Go Kendrick, man. We didn't even know that. I'm a Kendrick fan though. But let's get back to the thing. So you talked about Toronto. You talked about the elimination. How did you finally get out of the contest?
So I had a feeling I was gone the day before, but I was just trying to, hopefully I was wrong, getting a bad feeling. But we walked to this train track and we all had to agree on a leader. And me, I didn't want to be a leader because I didn't know what the challenge was. What if I have to choose me or like 9 other people? Like eliminate 9 people or myself. Like in my heart, I can't hurt nobody like that. That hurts. So I was just like, hopefully I'm not gonna be no leader. I don't want to put a target on my back. I don't want to have to deal with like any repercussions from possibly doing what I have to do. So they chose a dude named Akira, and Akira got to choose 3 people that he didn't really vibe with, that he didn't get a connection with, or that he just didn't like. And so he chose Mia, the girl who won the island. He chose me second. I'm like, dang, why me? Like, I know we both never talked, but like, there's other people you didn't talk to me. Like, I've been chilling. Like, I even talked to you just last night. And then he chose Moniz, and it was his choice was to save the 3 of us or win a $450,000 Lamborghini.
What?
Yeah, he didn't say.
Wait, say that again. Say that again. So he had a chance to keep y'all there. 3 people that he didn't vibe with, he didn't talk to y'all, or get a brand new Lamborghini.
Yeah, and obviously he chose the Lamborghini. $450,000.
If that was me, I think y'all would have been gone too.
Dang, I couldn't do it.
A Lamborghini. So hold on. Let's say you was the leader, and you was up there. You wouldn't have took the Lamborghini?
I just, in my heart, I would just be thinking about that all the time. Just having to hurt somebody who also made it that far. It would be a lot of pressure on me. I don't know if I can do it.
Ooh, but one thing you got to realize, it's a game show.
I know, but
it ain't life or death. A Lamborghini? Like, And, okay, so he won the Lamborghini and he went home, or did he win the Lamborghini and stayed in the contest?
He got to win the Lamborghini, stay in the contest, and
Wow.
yeah. Eventually, he got chosen to be leader again too. So he got leader twice because nobody wanted to have the backlash of eliminating people.
Wow. If it ain't like me, if that was me, like if it, I think I would have took the Lamborghini. And I'm still in.
I know you would have took the Lamborghini.
What you got to realize about it's a game, so what you got to realize, what I think is everybody got to be eliminated to get to the last person. So sooner or later, it's going to come down to is you or them. So you was top what?
21. Well, really 20 because I was the second pick out of the people he eliminated. So really 20. But yeah, I made it to 20, and I know it's a game, but like you build these connections with people.
Yeah.
Like you're sitting there hours at a time talking to these people 24 hours a day. Like it's you know these people. Not like don't know them, but you know these people.
Okay, let's get to the train track because I got that clip too. We ain't gonna give y'all a whole lot of these clips, but because y'all could go watch it. The first 2 episodes is on YouTube, and all the rest of them is on Amazon Prime. So this is the train track clip to where you sadly demise from the show. Let's go.
Where are they taking us?
I don't know.
Remove your bags. Welcome to the train of elimination.
So that's where it was all over at, huh?
You see my face? I was nervous. I looked like I knew.
Wow. So let me get to a few more questions about it. Now you know some people has came out and tried to sue MrBeast for some things that happened. We don't know. You was there, so I want to get from your perspective. Did anything funny or weird happen behind the scenes that you saw, or you like this ain't it, or did anything happen from your point of view? We don't know what happened from their point of view, or we don't know that, but from your point of view, was the staff cool? Was there anything going on that looked suspicious, or anything like that?
So the case started in the Vegas, like people had complaints during Vegas. I personally didn't have or see any complaints or like anything going on. Mind you, I was in the back corner of the stadium, so I was able to like examine and look at everything and see what was going on. I personally didn't see anything, but I'm not gonna say like maybe like they didn't experience anything. The only thing I can say, which isn't bad, there's 2,000 people in this stadium, limited staff. Not limited. There's a lot of staff, but there's not 2,000 people worth of staff. So they had a little medical room, and the line was long. People need medicines, and people was complaining that the line was long. There's 2,000 people. Like, you're not gonna get your medicine in a minute. There's 2,000 people. You better get there first, or you better get there last. Like, yes, it was hard. I didn't really see anything, but I'm not gonna knock their experience.
Okay, yeah, that was a proper way to answer that question because you don't know what could have happened to everybody else. But I hope it didn't, because he seemed like a cool person, and if he did, if somebody on his staff did, he need to like get rid of him because it's going crazy with all these people getting involved in all this type of stuff. But anyway, let's move on. Like, okay, family and friends. How did your family and friends react to seeing you on beach games?
Every time they see me, because I didn't have that many clips, like I was trying to, be to myself, not to myself too much, but not be on camera. I'm not a camera person like that, although I do want to act. But this is a different type of situation. Like I'm under pressure. So I was just trying to be more calm, collected to myself so I didn't have any problems. Every time people see me, they be like, take a picture and be like, I see you. That's you right there. That's you. I see you right there. And they would pause it. Some people were streaming it because in the first 2 episodes, I think you're allowed to stream on Twitch. They were streaming it. I'm like, bro, you don't have to pause it for the whole stream to see. Please.
Oh wow! And your streaming, like I was hearing them when you would be in there streaming with your people, they was all happy for you, saying you millionaires and all that.
They always like, Kia the millionaire. She said she's gonna pay for our trip. I'm like, trip? When did I say this?
Wow.
Nothing.
So would you go again? Would you go back and compete again?
I would. Yes. I would go back with a little bit more of a harder mindset, meaning that obviously still be myself, but be a little bit more cutthroat, if that makes sense. A little bit more. If I'm gonna have to eliminate somebody. I know it's gonna hurt, but I'm gonna have to do it.
You're gonna have to be tough-hearted. That's gonna come later.
I'm gonna do it, but go back a little bit more hard.
Okay, well, we're gonna end up wrapping this up. Where can people find you and tell everybody what's next for what's next for you, what you're trying to do? You said you want to be an actress, so what are your plans and goals after competing in this competition?
So my plans or goals is trying to find a role somewhere. Like, it doesn't have to be competition game shows. I know that's what I started off in, but like actually movies. I always wanted to act since a kid. So movies, TV shows.
Tried to get you in some roles, but they be trying to get us
scamming.
that bad. Huh?
They
be trying to scam. We done went to so many things that they be trying to scam. So have you ever thought about like doing your own sitcom, doing your own content?
I wanted to do Twitch and try to do a little bit of TikTok, but I haven't started yet. But I might be on Twitch soon. I might be on Twitch soon at Goddess_Kia.
It's a bag in that, man. Everybody doing it. One more thing. Was it any surprises? I know dude be hanging with the Kai dude and all them other celebrities. What they do stream. Was it any surprises? Did you see any rap artists? Was anybody there? Did anybody pop up in one of the episodes?
They don't show you on the episodes, but in the Vegas episode, he brought out Chris Paul. He brought out some celebrities. I can't remember their names. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't really know them like that. But in those episodes,
was Chris Paul tall? He was tall compared to you.
He was at the top. I couldn't really see him. We was on the ground, so we didn't really get to interact. He was just there to be there. But we seen Yachty when we were in Panama. Yachty came. He was Yachty. He was there.
So little Yachty came on. Did he interact with y'all, or he was just there?
I mean, it was real hot. Honestly, I think everybody was just exhausted from the heat. He talked a little bit, but he was gone because the heat in Panama, it was hot. It was real hot.
Okay, did you get compensated in any way? Did he give you anything? You ain't got to disclose the amount if he did, but did you get anything for like competing or anything?
Yes, everybody gets compensated the same amount. And don't think it's not it ain't no 20,000, it's not all that, but we get compensated. And to be fair, we also got the free flights, the free food, we got free housing. Like, that's also a form of compensation too. So we was compensated in many different ways.
That's cool. Okay, do you want to say anything to the audience before we wrap this up?
Watch Beast Games, and if y'all really interested in doing season 2, it's still out if you wanted to apply.
I appreciate you, baby girl, for being my first guest on 101 with Big Rick. We got plenty more to come. Thank you. First episode in the books, my baby girl telling us about the beach games, and it's a wrap. It's a wrap, man. Thank y'all. See y'all soon.
Love
Let's
you.
get it.
If you want to come to a label and I want the executives dancing in the videos, all on the records.